Uganda and South Sudan rebels have reached a substantial compromise. Rebel leader Riek Machar's group agreed that Uganda can play a neutral role in the South Sudan conflict and also keep its troops on ground.
Why we wanted Uganda to withdraw was so that they are not misused by the government of South Sudan. So if Uganda can stay on in South Sudan and instead of their troops playing a negative role by them being used by the government of South Sudan, it's better that they instead play a positive role in the meanwhile, while we are waiting for the hybrid force to come to replace the Ugandan troops.
The 10-man team, led by Alfred Lado, had blamed the failure of peace talks in Ethiopia partly on Uganda's presence, believing it pushed Juba's administration further away from the negotiating table. After a compromise in Kampala, the rebels now want Uganda elevated from being an observer to a negotiator.
How can Uganda, while they are there before they withdraw, play a positive role? They can play a positive role by persuading the government of South Sudan to commit to the peace process, because they are not committed to the peace process because they believe that the Ugandan presence guarding the airport and Juba and the capital makes them strong, and then they don't have to negotiate. They can pin us down in the peace talks, wait for the next 2 months. When the dry season comes, they relaunch the war.
According to the Ugandan government, the meeting was set up by regional body IGAD, which also facilitates the Addis Ababa talks between South Sudan President Salva Kiir and rebel leader Riek Machar. Uganda says it will be a big step forward if Machar concurs with the Kampala resolutions.
On the Ugandan part, we have accepted that SPLM in opposition opens a liaison office in Kampala so that we keep constant and regular communication and contact with them to facilitate this process. They have also requested the government of Uganda to exert influence over the government of President Salva Kiir to be committed fully to the negotiation and the peace process. And the government of Uganda has no choice but to do just exactly that.
Uganda backed the South Sudanese in an armed conflict that led to their eventual independence from Sudan. However, a long-standing power struggle between President Salva Kiir and his former Vice President Riek Machar led to a conflict in December last year that left many dead and thousands displaced.